Up in Calderdale, near Halifax, there was a woman who could fix things. People swore by her. Coughs gone overnight, aches lifted, luck turned. But not always clean. One lad lost his voice for 3 days. Another couldn't take his boots off. And there was a woman that slept for a day and a half. And still, folk went to her. Every time. Because she meant well. Some called her a witch, some didn't. Most, they didn't care either way. She was there, she was cheap, and sometimes she worked. She lived plain as anything in a small stone house, yard out back, and the washing hanging longer than it should, heavy with the air. You'd hear her in town before you saw her properly, a voice carrying like she already knew you. And if she spotted you, she'd look you over quick as anything, like she'd already seen what weren't right. Then a hand on your arm, turning you round and walking you back to her house. No asking, no easing out of it. She'd already decided. Hey up! Slap on your back. That looks half dead. Come here a minute. And before you could answer, you were inside, sat at a table with something hot pressed into your hands, too quick to refuse. Now she had remedies, charms, and old bits of knowing. Some of them worked. There was a lad with a cough, had it for weeks, wouldn't shift. She gave him something, dark and bitter. Drink that, she said, and don't ask. She stood there, arms folded, watching him drink. By morning, cough had gone. Clean gone. But so was his voice. 3 days, not a word. Nodding, pointing, fit as anything, silent as stone. His mother came round, and the witch barely looked up. Well, shifted it, didn't I? Now, there was a woman who couldn't sleep. She'd nearly gone a whole week without it. Eyes were sunk, mind racing. The witch gave her a bundle, tight in a string, gave it a small shake, like that settled it. Under your pillow, she said, and I'll sleep proper. And she did. Deep, heavy, dropped clean through sleep. She didn't wake for nearly a day and a half. The husband tried to wake her, called her name, shook her shoulder. Nothing. By the time she came round, she'd missed a full day's work, the market, and everything she'd meant to do. He went to the witch. She listened, gave a small nod, like it had gone exactly as she'd planned. Aye, she needed rest. And that was the thing. Nothing she did felt wrong to her. No malice, no edge, just certainty. It's the kind that doesn't wait for permission. If your joints ached, she fixed it. If your cow wouldn't settle, she'd sort it. And if your luck had turned, she'd have a go. Sometimes it worked beautifully. Other times, it went wide. There was a man with some boots that wore through too quickly. Cobblers had patched them, but they never lasted. She looked them over, right there at her door. Leave them with me. He walked home, bootless, treading carefully in his socks. He came back the next morning and put them on. Same boots, same leather. They didn't wear out again. Not once. But he couldn't take them off. 2 days. He slept in them, walked in them, and panicked in them. Till they finally slipped free like they'd made their point. He brought them back to her and set them down, harder than he meant to. She glanced at them, gave a small nod. Aye, well, they'll last now. And folk still went to her. That's the part that people forget. They knew, they all knew. But if nothing else had worked, and if something wouldn't right itself, you still ended up at her door. Because she meant it. No trick in her. No performance. It was just a woman setting things right with whatever she had. And that's how people remember her. Aye, she could sort things out. Soon as she got older, yeah. And the truth be told, if she set her mind on something, it usually did get sorted. Just never quite the way you might have chosen. And people still talk about her up in Halifax. The small stone house, washing hanging heavy, door always open. And if you'd knocked, you'd have been inside before you thought twice. Every time. That's Giles, signing off.